pledge allegiance to the flag.
With a new Congress and a new U.S. president, technology companies are facing intensified pressure to crack down on extremism and disinformation on their services. Lawmakers say they're ready to act.
History has shown that you have talked the talk, but have failed to walk the walk. It appears now that Congress will have to compel you, perhaps with penalties, to make meaningful changes.
At a recent congressional hearing, the CEOs of Facebook, Twitter, and Alphabet, the parent of Google, defended steps they have taken to combat hate and disinformation on their sites. Facebook, for example, has taken down 12 million items bearing erroneous claims about COVID-19 and vaccines, and says it has 35,000 employees working on disinformation. But those steps don't seem to satisfy many members of Congress, some of whom say the social media firms use algorithms that push people to more extremist views, possibly leading to real-world consequences such as the attack of the U.S. Capitol in January.
That attack and the movement that motivated started and was nourished on your platforms. You are picking engagement and profit over the health and safety of your users, our nation, and our democracy.
Your platforms are my biggest fear as a parent. I'm a mom of 3 school-aged kids. It's a battle for their development, a battle for their mental health, and ultimately, a battle for their safety. I've monitored your algorithms. I've monitored where your algorithms lead them. It's frightening, and I know that I'm not alone.
The 3 CEOs say they face an enormous challenge in providing a place for free expression while combating misinformation. In many ways, their struggle reflects what's happening in society, says Zuckerberg.
I believe that the division we see today is primarily the result of a political and media environment that drives Americans apart.
Lawmakers are considering making companies liable for speech on their sites that incites violence or spreads misinformation that could cost people's lives.
The question is, how can these companies be held liable in a way that actually incentivizes them to take meaningful steps to reduce harmful content on their platforms?
But there's a risk that such a move could cause companies to crack down too hard on speech, say some observers.
There's a real risk that if the companies are made liable or put on the hook for political speech or for polarizing speech, that they overcorrect in the other direction and they silence the voices of people that are trying to have their opinions shared.
What's certain is the social media firms are under pressure to show they're taking action against disinformation, while lawmakers figure out how to make them do that. Tina Trin, VOA News.